Hello again, kids. Welcome back to the Mask Fan. Wait, don't tell me. I know it's part of a house. The Mask Fan kitchen, the Mask Fan basement, the Mask Fan pantry, the Mask Fan foyer, the Mask Fan drawing room. No, it's not coming to me, but well, I'll remember it sooner or later. Anyway, the main thing is that you're here with me in whatever part of the building this is, so it must be time to look at another exciting old Halloween mask. Now, tonight, my advice to you is that if you're out at your local Wendy's or Target or Applebee's or Dollar Tree, wherever you happen to be, and you run into a horrible monster from hell, you just meet up with one, my advice to you is don't risk antagonizing that horrible monster from hell by calling him any insulting names. Don't mock him with insulting and mocking nicknames. Don't address him that way. That would be my advice, because you never know how a horrible monster from hell is going to react to that sort of thing. Which brings me to tonight's mask, which looks like this, and which against common sense and against my advice is officially called by a lot of people Butterball. Okay, now Butterball sometimes is used as a rude, insulting form of address for a fat person, you know? It's like fatso. Hey Butterball, you know? If I saw a horrible thing like this, I don't think I would want to risk antagonizing him. You with me? Now Butterball here is one of these Cenobites, not Cinnabon. He started to get a little excited. He started drooling there. No, I didn't say Cinnabon. He's one of the Cenobites. C-E-N-O-B-I-T-E-S. Cenobites. From Hellraiser. That is correct. Now, this particular Cenobite is really not known by any name other than Butterball. I'm not sure if he has another name. He probably does somewhere in the giant Rolodex of the Beyond for monsters, but in the movies, he's just kind of referred to as Butterball. Yeah. A nice mask here from a company called Cinema Secrets. Now, Cinema Secrets doesn't make masks anymore. They sell makeup, so they're still in business, but selling makeup is pretty much the whole deal now. They stopped making their own masks, and well, that's very sad, because for a while they had a lot of wonderful stuff, a lot of hot licenses too, including, well, in addition to the Hellraiser movies, they made masks from Bram Stoker's Dracula, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, Island of Dr. Moreau, Mars Attacks, Casper, The Mask, all sorts of you know, pretty impressive licensing deals. But again, they no longer make masks. So if you're going to find a mask of Butterball, the Cenobite from Hellraiser, or any of those other masks, you're probably going to have to find it from some dealer of you know, older used masks or discontinued masks, you see. Now, Butterball here is referred to as a Hellraiser Butterball, but technically he's more of a Hellraiser 2 Butterball. This character appeared in both the first movie, Hellraiser, and the sequel, the first of many sequels, Hellbound Hellraiser 2, and this is really a Hellraiser 2 Butterball. Now, the reason I say that is because I'm a horror nerd. The other reason I say it is because there are a couple of small differences. He's almost the same in the second movie, but one difference is you see this prominent overbite, how he's got the you see how he's going right there with the well, that's something you don't really see in the first film. You only see that in the second film. And the other more noticeable discrepancy would be the shape of these lenses, because in the original 1987 movie Hellraiser, his sunglass lenses are just shaped like regular conventional sunglasses lenses, whereas in the second movie, Hellbound Hellraiser 2, they're perfect circles like you see here. So very minor, but just thought I'd point that out, because that's why you pay for these segments, right? For these details like that, certainly. Now, I think this is a very cool mask. Some of these were not painted as much as this one, and I saw one in somebody's collection that had, you see these squiggles, veins, these squiggly vein lines going on the temples. I saw one that had blue ones on it, but I don't know if some of them were painted that way or if that one had maybe been customized by its owner. I don't know. Some of them, as I was going back to what I started to say, some of them didn't have as much detailing as far as the shading. A lot of them were just pretty much this pale pinkish flesh color, and that was pretty much it as far as the skin. The one problem with this mask that was a common complaint, the paint tended to come off the teeth, and I repainted the teeth on this one. That was a problem with a lot of Cinema Secrets masks. The main paint covering the bulk of the mask was usually fine, but sometimes the detail paint, like teeth and eyeballs and such, sometimes would come off. And this one of mine, yes, the teeth, you could just take your fingernail and pick that paint right off of there. So I did repaint the teeth on him, but you know, he's still cool. He's still a great mask, and you can probably tell the paint on the lenses is cracked all to be jabbers and back, and I probably should redo those lenses with like maybe a black tinted epoxy finish or something, because that's all cracked. And as you can probably also see, I've got some paper stuffed in him, and when you wear this, where you see out of is this little recessed area below the brow and above the glasses. But anyway, a cool monster, I think, old Butterball Cenobite. Scary and weird and very ugly, and appeared in 2 movies at least, maybe more, but 2 that I'm aware of. And this guy was actually sculpted and started into production in 1993, but it didn't really take off until the 94-95 season. Was in production for a long time, right up until at least 2007, 2008, somewhere in that neighborhood. So a long time this mask was actually in production. So you might have a shot at finding one if you're a fan of Clive Barker or the Hellraiser movies or Fat Monsters. And that's all I have to say about him. So until next time, remember, it'll be Thanksgiving before you know it. So here's hoping you have a Thanksgiving that's completely free of any incidents in which you get your Butterball mask confused with your Butterball turkey. Because, ugh.